Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome students to the online lecture number 12 of the mobile application development course. Today we are going to study how to add menus and pickers to your Android app. So with that, let us see the outline of today's lecture. Today we are going to see what are menus, what are their functionalities, how can we use them, why should we use them. Then we are going to study pickers, what are app bars, and what are the dialogues. So there is a lot of stuff to cover, so we are going to go step by step in a disciplined fashion. So we do not have to be in a hurry, because programming, especially mobile application development, is all about uh, knowing what you are doing, what is the exact problem, and with which tool you are working on. So first we are going to discuss what are app bars. The app bar, which is also called the action bar, is a dedicated space at the top of each activity screen. When you create an activity from the basic activity template, Android Studio includes an app bar. The option menu in the app bar usually provides choices for navigation, such as navigation to another activity in the app. The menu might also provide choices that affect the use of app itself. For example, ways to change setting or profile information, which usually happens in a separate activity. So you can see here an example of app bar. So at the top we have, this is called an app bar, and on top you can see the title of your app and some more app bar icons and option overflow menu. So number one is app bar. The app bar includes app title, the option menu, and the overflow button. So these are option, the menu option, and this is the overflow button. So option menu action icons, the first two option menu items appears as icons in the app bar. So these two icons are also referred to as option menu action icons. And then we have overflow button. The overflow button, which is represented by three vertical dots, opens a menu that shows more option menu item. So if you click on this overflow button, you will see some more option, some more menu option. And the last one is option overflow menu. After clicking the overflow button, more option menu items appear in the overflow menu, such as here you can see you have favorites option and contact option. So this is what app bar is, and you can add the title, the option menu item, the overflow button, and the overflow button can itself can contain option menu items which you can work on. And then we have another term called dialog. You also create app that shows a dialog to request a user choice, such as an alert that requires user to tap OK or cancel. A dialog is a window that appears on top of the display or fills the display, interrupting the flow of the activity. Android provides ready-to-use dialogs such as pickers for picking a time or a date. You can use them to ensure that that your user pick a valid time or date that is formatted correctly and adjusted to the user local time and date. So we are going to study about dialogues later on if we have times. So overall, these are the objective of today's lecture. We are going to see how to add menu item to the option menu, how to add icons for items in the option menu, how to set menu item to show in the app bar, how to add click handler for the menu items, and if we have time we are going to add dialogues for an alert, and we are going to add a date picker. So you can see over at the top we have the app bar, the overflow option, and then we are going to see that how to add this app bar and how to add icon on that app bar. If we have time, we are going to see what are alerts. For that we are going to create a new app, and this is the alert dialog. The dialog interrupts the user workflow and requires the user to make a choice. So user can click OK or cancel, and then uh, it interrupts the normal workflow of the user processes. And then we have a pickers. For that we are going to create another app, and we are going to add a button, and clicking on that button will show a date picker from which a user can pick a date, and we are going to convert that date into a string to show that date in a toast message. So with that, I'm going to go to my app. So this is what our app looks. um, I'm once again going to run this app on the emulator, but in our app we have activity underscore main file, order, activity underscore order, content underscore main file, and then we have some drawables and main activity and order activity. And then we have some resources files such as the menu. Today we are going to work on this menu underscore main XML file, and then we have color, string, styles, and themes. So first I'm going to add some uh, images. So this is our app, and you can see that in this the I mean the app bar has only one option called settings, and we are going to change it later on. But first let me add some icon, because we are going to use them in our app. And the first icon will be, yeah, if we go to the drawable folder, so yeah, there it is. You can right click on the drawable folder and then click new, and then select image assets. Yeah, there it is, image asset. And then we are going to select some icons that we are going to use in our app. The first one will be um, okay, let me just check it out. Yeah, so we are going to choose action bar and tab item, which is the default icon type. And then we are going to change the IC action name to another name. For example, the first one will be the IC status info. Okay, so let me change it to IC underscore status underscore info. And then I'm going to click on this clip art, and then here I'm just going to type status. So we can also search for it. Okay, yeah, this one looks fine. So let me select it, and I'm going to click OK. And then we are going to select Hollow Dark option as a theme. And then I'm going to click next. So yeah, I see status info, that's okay. And then we are going to click finish. So click add. Then here you can see that IC status info has been added. Similarly, we are going to add another icon that will be for the favorites. So I'm going to right click, new, image asset, and let me change the name to IC favorite. IC favorite, yeah. And once again I'm going to select this option, and we are going to, yeah, favorite, this one. Click OK. The rest of the option are okay. The theme will be hollow dark. Click next, finish. uh, no, not now. I'm going to add them later on the GitHub. So we have added IC status, and yeah, IC favorite, and now we are in position to change this uh, menu underscore main XML file. So the first the first option will be item action contact. So action underscore contact, and order in category is 100%. The title will be action contact. Okay, let me confirm the title. Yeah, so action contact, yeah, the title is contact, but we are going to extract it to the string file, and here the name will be action underscore contact. Click OK. So we are never going to show it on the screen till now, but if you I mean if you click on this always option and then go to the design, so you can see that contact is added here. Okay, so once again I'm going to go to the menu underscore main file, and then we are going to add another item, give it an ID of action underscore order. So you can see the changes at the right side. So here I'm going to give the show as action never, and then we are going to add an icon, and the icon is add drawable IC shopping cart. Order in category will be 10, and then we have the title. So the title is action order, or its order. Later on we can extract it into the string file. Action underscore order. Show as action always, and there you can see that cart and the shopping cart option. And then I'm going to add another item, give it an ID of action underscore status. And the icon will be from the drawable folder, drawable IC status info. Yeah. Then order in category will be 20. And the title is action status. So initially I'm going to give the title status, and later on I'll change it to action status. So the last one is show as action always. You can close it, extract the status as action underscore status. Click OK. Now you can see them appearing on the app bar. And then I'm going to add another item, give it an ID of action underscore favorites. And the icon is add drawable IC favorite. Yeah, this one. Order in category is 30%. And then we have the title. The title is favorite show as action, and if we have room then show it, otherwise don't show it. And I'm going to extract this favorite to action favorites. Yeah, you can see the contact is also listed here. So the contact item is shown as never, whereas the two items, the action order and the action status, is visible, whereas the fourth item is also, if we have room then it is visible, otherwise it is not visible. So with that we can move on to our main activity, Java file, where first we are going to add a string, a public static final string, and this will be extra underscore message. And what will be the string? The string will show us that from which activity the intent has been passed. So let me paste the package name dot extra dot message. Okay, so now we have a string, and let me declare another string that is a private string called m order message that we are going to use later on. Okay, we are going to get rid of that error later on, but for now we have this on create method, and then we set the toolbar to our toolbar, set support action bar as toolbar, and then in order to activate another activity by clicking on this floating action button, here we are going to add some more line of codes. Here we are going to add to intent some message, and that message will be, the key will be extra message, and the value will be m order message. Okay, and then we are going to start this intent. After that we inflated the menu bar, our menu, and then here we can add code for the different menu option. For example, what happens if the user click on this shopping cart, or the save, or click on this info or favorite option or contact. So we are going to add functionality to these options. So we already have some code like public boolean on option item selected. So we are getting the item ID. So if ID is okay, because we do not have this ID, so that is why it is giving us an error. But I think here I'm going to get rid of this message or this code, because I'm going to add some more code here, and that is I'm going to use a switch statement, item dot get item ID. So we are going to first get the item ID, and then we have the first case. And what is the first case? r.id.action order. So if the order has been selected, then what should we do? We can then use an intent, a local intent, and then new intent. So main activity dot, this is our source, and what is the destination? Order activity dot class. And then we can put some message with the intent. I'll put extra underscore message, and then m order message. Then we can start activity, and then we can pass the intent, and then we will return true. So if the first option is clicked, then this code will be executed, but we also have some more cases, 3 more cases. So case r.id dot action status. So if the user click on this action status option, so then once again we are going to just call the display toast message method, get the string from r dot string dot action status. So here we are going to get that string. Okay, action status message. Okay, so it is in fact action status underscore message, but we haven't defined that in our string file. So I'm going to add some more string. The first one is string name. So the name is action underscore status underscore message. And then what is the status message? It is you selected the status option. And then we are going to add some more string, action underscore favorites underscore message, and then you selected favorite. That's looking fine. And then we can add another string, action underscore contact underscore message. And then we can display you selected contact. And I'm going to add one other string, which will be action underscore order underscore message, and we can say you selected order. Okay, with that we are going to go to our main activity, and so this is the status case. So we are going to call display toast, and then we are going to return the boolean true value, and then we are going to add another case of r.id action favorite is. So if that option is selected, then we are once again going to display the call the display toast method, get the string from r dot string dot action okay, sorry for that, r dot string dot action, and then we are going to, yeah, what was that, yeah, the favorite is, so action favorite message, then we are going to return true, and then we have another case of r.id dot action contact, and then we are going to display a toast message for that. So get string r dot string dot action contact message. return true. And then we also have a default case. So for the default case, we are going to do nothing. I forgot to put semicolon over here, so it's looking fine. I'm going to check whether or not these changes have some effect on our app. So I'm going to run them and see that how they look on the emulator. So let us wait for the Gradle to complete its job. So Gradle has started doing its job. You know, Gradle is a so what is the message? Changes were not applied. Okay, so we have to restart the app. No problem. And I think everything is fine. And congratulations, this is your app. So you have added these menu items on top of menus, and these are some more items. So clicking on favorites will display you click favorites, and clicking on contact will you selected contact, and then you selected the status. And then for shopping, you know that we called another order activity, so we have been navigated to that order activity. So far so good, but unfortunately we are running out of time. I'll see you in the next class, but make sure that you get a complete practice on these coding. Only if you do practice you will learn, and I'll see you in the next class. Take care. Allah Hafiz.